All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Our first fight of the evening is brought to you by Down to Scrap, the brand with attitude. Check out their table on the main floor. Scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter making his debut. He stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in officially at 144.4 pounds. He fights and trains with Flow MMA from Riverside, California, Bryan Hales. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter, also making his debut. He stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in at 145.2 pounds. He represents Flying Kick MMA and Peterson's Grappling. From Canoga Park, California, Steven Novo Bravo. Referee in charge of the action, Mike Bell.
David.
Here we go, folks. 3 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Bryan Hales in the blue corner. Steven Bravo in the red corner. Michael Bell in charge of the action. This is the U of MMA. It starts here. Bravo measuring with the jab.
We can see that striking training coming from Bravo, definitely.
Bravo's landed that straight right a few times now. Hales extending his hands a little early in these striking exchanges. We've seen that right now land a few times.
Yeah. I definitely think Hales is maybe feeling his greenness at this moment.
Well, you know, the initial instinct when someone strikes you is to lift your head up.
Correct.
Which is the exact wrong thing to do. It takes a lot of punches to train that out of you.
Absolutely.
But here's where Hales feels like he has the advantage.
Yeah, he's able to use his wrestling here, and now he's got Bravo up against the cage, which is kind of where he wants him, and landed a nice shot.
A little slick left hook on the way out.
Yeah. I find it interesting, though, that he's striking with him as opposed to maybe going to his go-to wrestling, which maybe is a way to challenge
nasty left
himself.
hook lands from Bravo. Blood now from the nose of Hales. That's a good point you make there, Donna. But sometimes that cage locks and some of that stuff goes right out of your brain.
Absolutely. You just start swinging.
30 seconds left in the opening round. Nice overhand right.
I think Hales is cut right under his left eye, right eye.
It's in a good spot, though, it looks like.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? It might be just over. I'm having trouble telling right now. It might have been over and then come around the outside.
Oh, okay. I think he's got a little blood.
Don't forget to get your free
Overall,
entry
not a
passes
bad
to the
first
official
round.
after party at
Not
Games
bad
and
at all,
Games
especially for
LA
two
from
debut
one of the
young
official
Absolutely.
Spearmint Rhino
Both guys
Green
here are
Girls.
23 years old.
Right.
Making their first time in the cage.
And which I think we can see as they're standing right in front of each other and exchanging blows, as opposed to maybe moving around a little bit more, which we might see different footwork coming with a more seasoned fighter.
Well, there's certainly some excitement. It's your first time in the cage.
Absolutely.
And you go, I get to hit someone full blast?
Right.
That's so fun.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But just an observation.
Well, from the damage to the face, you might suspect that Steven Bravo got the better of those striking exchanges, and I think the face does tell the true tale.
Well, you know, sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it does. I think if I'm in Bravo's corner, I'm going to tell him a little bit more of what we're doing. Let's turn it on. Let's do what you're doing. If I'm in Hale's corner, I'm going to say, let's maybe go to the wrestling. Let's start putting our hands up. Let's start cutting those corners and getting out of the range of the shots, because when you stand right in front of him, they hit you in the face.
Was that the cut man forgot the...
Oh, let's get that tampon out of his nose. Or is he going to leave it in there? Can we do that? Is that a thing?
This is interesting.
I don't believe the ref is going to let that stay.
Yeah, they're going to pull that cotton out.
Are we going to wipe his blood? Nope. All right, we're going to leave it.
Round number 2 on its way. Steven Bravo in the gray trunks, Bryan Hales in the black trunks.
Hales coming up with those hands up a little higher in this round.
A little more aggression from Hales, too.
Yeah.
These guys are swinging.
Oh,
big right hand. Hales is down. That is it.
Bravo said he was going to give us a knockout, and he did.
That's a way to open the first fight of the night here at the University of Mixed Martial Arts. Stephen Bravo, nasty right hand, puts Hales down in the opening moments of the second round.
Not a bad way to make your debut fight. Good for him.
We'll take a look at that replay here in just a couple of moments. Stephen Bravo, pumped up, really energized. And you know, that's what happens. Part of that inexperience of striking that we talked about with Bryan Hales can leave that chin up. Let's go take a look at that replay right now.
And yeah, that's
there's
like where it was with that right cross.
Now I want to see if we can go back there again. And we're going to take, we'll take a look at that again in a moment. But the big thing here is to take a look at the hands of Bryan Hales. See how they're sticking out as the right hand comes in?
Which just
bam,
leaves it open so that Bravo gets right in there. Yeah.
Yeah, Bryan Hales, rather than bringing his hands in to defend, his hands are out, kind of pushing away, but not exactly striking. And that's that no man's land they talk about in your boxing.
And that's something that he's going to work on. I mean, we're talking about a guy who has, you know, less than a year's worth of training. So he's going to go back and watch this and learn from that and, you know, change the position of his hands, work on his feet work, all of the things that come along with evolving your striking game.
You have to have a first fight at some point.
Absolutely.
You learn a lot of lessons. I think one thing that Bryan Hales probably learned here is that he needs to focus on having the match take place where he wants it to take place.
Absolutely. Maybe rely a little bit more on his wrestling, and we're going to send it into Sal.
Let's go inside the cage for the official decision with Salvador Ariana.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the third man in the ring, Mike Bell, brings the fight to a halt 24 seconds into the second round. Your winner by way of knockout, Stephen Novo Bravo!
Here's the winner. Here's the winner, Stephen Bravo. I'm here with the winner, Stephen Bravo. Stephen, this was your debut. How does it feel to come in and get the knockout?
Feels great. This is what I've been training for. Yes, sir.
We saw you both come out throwing hands. What was the difference in preparation that got you ready for this fight, though?
Shit, running. A lot of running.
I don't think you were too worried about cardio. You told us in the back you wanted to finish. Now, how good does it feel to come in and get a lightning hot a knockout? I almost swore there for a second, ladies and gentlemen. You got me fired up first fight, man.
Oh, yeah, this is what I've been training for, and I knew I was going to get that W. Yes, sir.
What's next for you at the UofMMA? Because I think we want to see more of you.
Trying to go 2-0, 2-0.
Stephen, who would you like for this fight, for this win?
I want to thank Pius, my trainer. He's the reason I'm here. T. Capone, Master Sam, Peterson, Grappling, Flying Kick, and J10. Thank you.
Give it up for him. Give it up for Pius to be fighting for the lightweight championship later. We want to thank you for a fantastic performance and to your opponent as well. Give it up for Stephen Bravo.
Shout out Quimby Park. Thank you for coming, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you.